Hey, what's up, guys? It's your boy Rick Tone, and welcome to the Stadia Hour. And on today's video, I'll be talking about my top 10 games on Stadia of 2020. These are ones that I've played. These aren't on other consoles or anything like that. It's just pretty much my experience on Stadia. So I put the top 10 games. A lot of the December releases aren't gonna make it because I just haven't had enough time to dive into those games, so it's just bad timing. But for the most part, these are the games that I've enjoyed the most in 2020 that have come out in 2020. I played some that have a release date before last year on Stadia, but this is just my 2020 list. Alright, so let's jump into it. I got number 10 is Lost Words Beyond the Page. Lost Words is one of those games, right? It's like you don't know what to expect going in. You think it's just art style and this is a cute little art style for kids, but it's really good. It's a really good game. It has a lot of layers to it. It's for everybody. Everybody can take something from Lost Words. For me, it was just dealing with loss and all of that, like when someone dies, and it's cool. You'd never really expect to really have those issues displayed in a video game, but yeah, they did a great job of molding it into the video game format. There's upgrades in a way. Use the words. Your words is like power. So there's a lot of analogies with this game. It's really good. I would suggest, and I think it's super cheap. I would suggest just getting that, trying that out. Number 9 is Outcasters. Just fun, a game that you could play all the time. There's a lot of good party games on Stadia, but I like Outcasters where there is a slight learning curve. I would say that's like the edge over a lot of the other party games for me. That's why I have it at number 9. And it's like you see what you can do each match, how you can get better. So it has layers to it, so it's not just dumbed down party. It's, has some layers to it, which is why Outcasters lands at number 9 on my list. Definitely a great game to go in, have some fun with your friends and all that, and with viewers if you're a streamer. Great game for that. All right, the next game, number 8, I'm gonna have to go with Avengers. As much as people say it's a polarizing type game, but for me, Avengers is pretty cool. You can just dive right in. The story is good. The story is a strong suit. I just wish there's some little things I wish that I could just make my character from the start, not having to go through the story. I wish my character was just like experiencing the story, but you're kind of just playing the story through other characters. That's the only thing. And then they bill it as like kind of a looter shooter type game where it's like I wish I was just investing in my character from the start. But other than that, it's fine. It's a cool little party. It's almost like a party game in a way. It doesn't take itself too seriously. It just has that big movie feel, that Avengers, movie type feel to it. So it's a cool game. Number 7 for me is Elder Scrolls Online, aka ESO. Ton of stuff to do. Every time you play it, there's just stuff to do. The quests, side quests, it's really good. It's really good. It's one of those games, and with cross-play, it's awesome. So you never have there's not a struggle to find anyone to play with, or like or just seeing other people, because MMO games, like, you really like to see other players that are just either walking by or they have some equipment you don't have, and that kind of inspires you to play more. So that's why I would put ESO at 7. It's just thousands of playtime on there. Every now and then I just go in there, dabble, do a mission or two. It's really good. And when you start getting better skills and powers, the game is awesome. You'll be shocked. Just get beyond that point where you're like killing rats and rodents. When you start getting into the stories and stuff, oh man, this game is serious. All right, the next one, number 6, is Monster Boy. Monster Boy is really cool right here. It's kind of that Super NES type game. It's like different characters you can turn into. It's really cool. It just brings back a lot of nostalgia. But man, this ain't no kids game. It's really got some puzzles in there that are like, oh my god. Something you have to backtrack. It's kind of a Metrovania type game where you'll get different skills, and then trap back and unlock different locations. It's really cool. I synced a lot of hours into it, and it came out during the time there was like no new releases, so I put a lot of hours into it. I'm definitely gonna jump back in. It's one of those games, really cool. And the music, the starting is so nice. If you ever watched Pokemon growing up, the original 150, it's like one of those type of songs. Every time you hear it, it's like it just brings up memories. All right, then number 5, we're in our top 5 now. We got Sekiro. Sekiro is awesome. The lore is amazing. Gameplay is good. Once you finally get the gameplay, it's just the reason why it's not even higher. And it's a great port. Looks great, runs great. With the reactions and everything, playing on the cloud, it's fine. It's definitely proves that the cloud is viable. It's just a difficult. I wish they could just, at some points, you just tone down the difficulty. The enemies are so cheap, but it's a great game to play. Just get it on a sale, because it's like there's not gonna be any speed runs. You gotta really hone your craft. But once you get that, it's not about killing the enemy, it's about breaking down their posture. Once you get that mechanic down, you can like one-shot an enemy, but you just block or hit him, make sure he uses up his posture gauge. Once you get that, you get it from it. But the lore, amazing. I hope they make a second one with just a different variable with the challenge, just to scale that down a bit, or just the enemy's not so cheap. But other than that, it's a great game. All right, number 4, Doom Eternal. This game is awesome. Runs great. Has specific patches just for Stadia. Yeah, Doom Eternal is definitely a beast of a game. Enemies in there are huge. This has scalable challenges, so you can kind of go in, feel it out. Then you can raise the difficulty. There's also a DLC that's out too, so it's really good. It's I like how they really made it specific to Stadia, which is really cool. There's I like that. So it runs extremely well. Even playing on your phone, it's awesome. Awesome game. A lot of unlocks to do. So the replayability is moderate. You can definitely play it again once you finish it. Great game. All right, and I would say number 3, we got Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Yeah, this game I'm definitely gonna sink a lot of hours into now that I finished Cyberpunk, so I'm definitely gonna sink my teeth into this one. Really good game. A lot of stuff to do, side quests. The lore is amazing. That North mythology, the Norse gods and all that stuff is really cool. That time period for me is one of the best. With Vikings, one of my favorite. Probably like number 2 to like feudal Japan, number 1. That time period, I love it. So this is a game I can't wait to really sink in another 100 hours in. Yeah, I definitely can't wait for that. All right, and number 2, we got Cyberpunk 2020. I've been putting a lot of hours into this game. I've been playing the Street Kid. I finished the main campaign, and I'm still diving back in, doing some of my side quests. It's a great game. It plays extremely well on Stadia. I have little to no issues. The character faces are amazing. You get really drawn in. It's kind of a game, it's like it's so close to real life. They could even just use that engine and just make a life simulator. It's so good. Technically wise, it's so good, man, of a game. Like it's the closest thing to pseudo realism as I've seen in the game. It has some flaws, but it doesn't detract from your main story. I'll do a separate review on that to go into some pros and cons, but yeah, this is definitely a number 2 on the list in terms of playtime and just playability, all that things, desirability, definitely high. But number 1 for me that I played, we're talking Stadia release this year, 2020, is Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. I'm so glad I waited for this. I didn't watch anything about this game. No reviews, no nothing. No, not even trailers. I knew it was going to be good. But man, it exceeds my expectations. I loved it. Metrovania style. getting different lightsabers, getting different force powers. Amazing. I ran through this game. I just loved it. I'm gonna play it back with New Game Plus with all my powers, and it was just awesome. I just had a great time diving into the world, all the interesting characters, the little robot that follows you around, BD1. It was just cool. It was just if they had a DLC right now, I would play it over any game. That's why I went to my top of my list, because if there's a multiple launch day and Jedi Fallen Order has anything, I would lean to Jedi Fallen Order. It's that type of game. It's like, for me, just awesome. I love the lightsaber battles. It was just really cool. And I loved how you had different you could go to different worlds that you're choosing. It was just awesome, man. Awesome. I can't wait for. There's rumblings about the other one coming out, and I'm just praying that's a day and date thing. I just hope that's in the past. I hope these games just come the same time on Stadia, especially with all the great Cyberpunk news for Stadia, that publicity. I'm hoping that these developers are like, hey, we don't know what's gonna happen with these other consoles. Just have it on Stadia, at least, so people can just jump on there and play it. They still get some money, they still get some revenue somehow. So all in all, that's my top 10 games of the year so far. With I play other games that have released before, but in terms of the ones that released this year and they're new for me, yeah, that's my list. Let me know what you guys think. Tell me your top 10 or maybe your top 3 of games released this year, you know, because there's some other game, Destiny, Division, but those have been on the platform for a while. But yeah, this list is nice. I can't wait to see what my list is gonna be next year. Probably Hitman 3. That's coming out January. That's probably gonna be on here. But yeah, so that's gonna be it for that video. Thank you guys. This is Rick Tone. I'm out.